Hi, it's Mel here from Mel W Scrapping, coming to you with bringing you a video of some layouts that I participated in for the Vicki Boutins Friday Night Live that she does, that we get of a Saturday morning here in Australia. She already had 4 backgrounds already made, so I was doing catch up as I was going. So this is her very first layout that she did, and it's using the bokeh technique, which I'll explain about in a moment. And then we go across to the one I did. So very quickly, all I did was I went in and I ink blended the background on it. I did that with the Distress Prize ribbon. And then I went and with all my bokeh templates, so all it is you get some card, cut out different size circles or stars or hearts or whatever it is that you're want to do the background in, and all I did was different sizes in different colours. Little one up there, the whole background, and I went sort of on a thin then thick then thin, and then she said to draw some letters for the word love and then hand cut them out and then stamp over them. The only dot stamp I could find was a little, like a pizza cut. So then it was mainly using the Fanwood collection. And I cut out the butterflies from the vellum specialty paper. So that was the first layout. I'll show you some close-ups at the end. So Vicky's second layout was this. It's using strips, and for this one I actually used some of the scraps that I had. This background here was a 2-minute job. I did some ink on some plastic paper here, sprayed it with water, then got my blending tool, blended some of the background, and then with my stencil that I now can't find after all the mess I had from yesterday, I stenciled down one side. So then I got strips of just scrap paper that I have. Some of it is actually out of Fanwood. And then proceeded to make this layout. So the background in this one is actually, it's all the reds. It is festive berries. What's that? Fried brick or fired brick. And there's a little bit of kitsch flamingo in there. Not much, just a little bit. And then I did gold splatters at the very end. I've got some gold dots in there. And that was the Kaiser mist that I did my gold splatters with. I did go ahead and use a couple of my little crystal gems to finish the layout really. And that was my second one. Okay. The third layout was actually Vicky's fourth layout. This was her last layout that she did, that she had stuff ready for. And I think it was mainly from cleaned off stencils that this background was made. So how you do that is when you stencil over something, you spray the stencil with water and then quickly put it onto another piece of card. So this was mine. So this one I just actually stenciled and then did some of one of the sizes of my little cutouts that I'd made. I put some circles and then I just did the packaging technique with the stormy sky in the background, just a little bit. The rest is using some of Fanwood, as you can see, the butterflies, and that's out of the ephemera pack, and the arrows are out of it too. Some of the hearts are from the colour study, and then some of the other embellishments that I have are actually from By Starlight from Rosie's Studio that I actually won. I only got that yesterday. So this was my layout that I did for the fourth one. That was mainly Kitsch Flamingo and Festive Berries that I used on that. Then we go to the last one, which was a little bit more harder background to do. These backgrounds I only did a couple of minutes as I was going. So then the third layout that Vicki did was this. Using a teal background with stenciling, and then I think the circles in that are actually texture paste. So I've only just finished my next one, my copy to this layout today. So here we go. So all I did is ink blended it, and then using again my own stencil that I made for the circle, I got my Close to My Heart Colonial White ink, and I did the circles in the background in that, but they take a long time to dry, that white ink, so I've had to leave that overnight, hence why I've only just finished it today. So these photos here are actually of when we went to the caves, Maricopa Caves in Tasmania, and that was inside the caves with all the stalagmites or stalactites, whatever they're called, coming down and growing. So here I used pinks and blues, purples and blues. So I used the Villainous Potion, the Seedless Preserve, and in the background of the blending I actually used a little bit of Salty Ocean. So then I used the white for the circles, and then the stencil that I used, I did Stormy Sky. The papers here are from the Starlight by Rosie Studios, and the Magical Day title is Rosie Studio as well. The rest is some, these bits are a paper that I had, and I made my own flowers out of a die. And I think this is it's a Kaiser Craft, and it's 3-in-1. So all I did is I did the white flowers and then inked around the edges, then with the purple with the white. And I found some green card that I had, and made some circles and then cut some leaves out of those circles. And then I used a lot more of the by Starlight Rosie Studios to finish it off. But I was quite happy. I was quite a productive day yesterday. Mind you, I had a mess everywhere. Now, if you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And thank you to everyone else who has subscribed. It's been amazing. And thank you very much for watching.